A pleasant day to everyone. So for this video, this is about the result, analysis, and discussion about my research entitled Factors Influencing Motivational Behavior in Pursuing BSMT Program as Perceived by BSMT 1 Students. Result: the survey questionnaire was consist of 4 simple questions. The survey questionnaire asking on how much they can rate parents, relatives or neighbor, friends, and high amount of salary influence them to pursue BSMT program in college. The respondent choose among 1 to 5 numbers, which is 5 means high influence, 4 means very influencing, 3 moderately influencing, 2 least influence, and 1 no influence. In the first graph, so this graph is about the parents on how much they can rate their parents influence them. So among 10 respondents, 3 answer high influence, 3 answers also on very influencing, 4 answers moderately influencing, and 1 answer least influence. This graph shows that out of 10 respondents, 5 choose relatives or neighbor has a high influence, 2 choose very influencing, 2 moderate influencing, and 3 chooses that it that the relatives and neighbors has a least influence to them. The third graph, based on the result gathered from the surveys on how their friends influence them to pursue BSMT program, 4 says that friends has high influence to them, 3 answers very influencing, 1 answer moderately influence, and 2 answers that their friends has a least influence to them. The fourth and the last graph is the high amount salary graph. So the data shows that 7 out of 10 respondents answered high influence and 1 answered very moderate and least influence. Analysis. The data gathered in the survey figured out the factor that gives influence the most. On the question about parents, only 3 answers high influence. The same also on the question of neighbors, relatives, and neighbors. In friends, 4 answered high influence, and in the question of high amount salary, gets a lot of respondents answered high influence, which is 7 out of 10. The data provide information that most of the student pursuing BSMT program has being influenced by high amount of salary that they can get from that work. And also parents, friends, relatives, or neighbors, but not as high as the factor that given by the high amount of salary. Discussion. The study was conducted to know the factors influencing motivational behavior in pursuing BSMT program. Using the survey questionnaire and distributed through Google Forms and answered by randomly chosen respondents from BSMT 1 students of Jose Rizal Memorial State University. The data gathered that had been collected was find out the answers for the study. Choosing BSMT program to pursue in tertiary level is primary influence by high amount of salary if work in international shipping companies. It motivates students to pursue because the salary can give us the student a good and a brighter future. Families and relatives, neighbors and friends give them also influence but not as high as the influence by high amount of salary. The student pursuing BSMT program get a lot of influence from parents, relatives, friends, and high amount of salary. Those influential things and people gives the students motivations to pursue the said program amidst of the pandemic. So that would be all, and thank you for listening and watching.